Alright everybody, how y'all doing? This is Mr. Hardcore Mode where nothing is easy. Here to bring you a rant about how I feel with Assassin's Creed Shadows. This is probably going to be my last video about Assassin's Creed Shadows because I don't really care about Ubisoft at all. But I do know this is my whole spectrum on the whole Assassin's Creed Shadows thing. First of all, everybody knows it's been downhill ever since Odyssey, pretty much. It's been downhill since Origins, actually. But this is my journey with Assassin's Creed. Basically, I've enjoyed Brotherhood the most. Revelations, good. Assassin's Creed 3, awesome. Black Flag, great. It's been awesome. But ever since, like, even Unity had its good points. The stories were amazing, and each character was in their, syndicate as well. Each thing had its own sort of perspective that I actually really did like, and it's like, ever since Odyssey and Origins, I've been getting a weird vibe with Ubisoft. Especially since they did the whole NFT thing and all this crazy shit. It's been kind of downhill since then. Ignore the giant unicorn. You know what? The unicorn is fine, but the unicorn is gonna go behind me. Yeah, it's gonna go behind me. Hold on. I can fix this. I can fix this. I gotcha. Yeah, see. Awesome. Cool. Awesome. Let's keep talking. Alright. I'm 38 years old. I've been playing a lot of video games, especially through Ubisoft, and I've enjoyed each and every one of them, except Odyssey is where I stopped. Odyssey was where I was like, where the hell are you going? Unity was the point where I was just like, did you know that in Unity, Assassin's Creed Unity, there was a point where they linked up the Uplay or the Ubisoft Connect launcher bullshit, and you would open up a chest, and it would send you off the game straight to a microtransaction section. Horrible. Everybody knows about Ubisoft and their ploys to get extra money out of you after you just spent money to pay for the game. And they still do that with Assassin's Creed Shadows. Assassin's Creed Shadows is here today, even though it got delayed, how many times? I think it was supposed to come out, like, literally 4 years ago. And also, their stock are going down. And also, the fact that they just up and said, like, yo, this is historically accurate. And I'm just like, awesome, cool. And then they were just like, we're gonna put Yasuke in there. And I'm like, cool, Yasuke is cool. He's the main character along with Naoe. And I'm like, why? And I'm going to tell you why. Basically, that they're doing this for DEI initiatives. I don't know why people keep on ignoring it, but everybody knows about DEI initiatives. It is Marxism 101. It's disgusting. If you don't care about this, then that's just how you guys are, I guess. So some of you people are going to be like, it's just a game. Why don't you, kind of like Fighting Cowboy, how he was pissing and moaning that somebody was in his channel. And I'm just like, bro, why you spurging out? Just block him and move on. Kind of like how, what's his name? Maximilian, dude. He just blocks people and then moves on. You barely hear Maximilian talk about anything negative. He just blocks people, moves on. Meanwhile, Fighting Cowboy, fucking spurging out over people saying stuff on his chat. And I get it. If they said something racist, you can block them. That's fine. But if they said something on your channel where they were like, hey, I know you're playing Assassin's Creed Assassin's Creed Shadows, but we're really upset about how they were treating and, Japanese history and the like, how they put Yasuke up in front, but they didn't put, like, Japanese characters up in front. Like, they focused solely on Yasuke. If they said that, if they were nice about it, You shouldn't have timed them out. You should have just talked to your chat like a respectable streamer. Listen, all you motherfuckers, including me, we're all just glorified beggars, okay? You out here spurging on people on your channel, I guess it's funny for a little bit, but after a while, calm the fuck down. If it doesn't bother you, then why the fuck are you getting your tits mad? Why are you lactating? Quit being a little bitch, okay? But if you disagree with him, why don't you just have a conversation about it? Go the co-carnage route, where he's like, okay, I see what you're saying, but I disagree. Let's all stay calm. Let's move on. Just do that. But if they were just saying, like, why are all these N-words here? Okay, yeah, I could see why you couldn't get rid of them. That's fine. But we'll talk more on that later. But on my thing, when it comes to Assassin's Creed Shadows, I would like it for the characters to be Asian, Japanese, especially. They don't even need to be historically accurate characters. It could be literally just a Japanese guy or a Japanese woman, both. That'd be cool. Two Japanese people live here, Nobunaga Oda, figuring out, the lore and the mythos of Assassin's Creed Shadows. We all really wanted, ever since Brotherhood, we'd be like, yo, what if Assassin's Creed took it to Japan and there were ninjas everywhere? That'd be cool. Well, we looked at the numbers on Steam DB, and turns out this is not what the people wanted. Everybody wanted a Japanese sort of Assassin's Creed, but looking at the numbers right now, you ain't even reaching Veilguard numbers. How fucking pathetic can you fucking be, Ubisoft? If you're gonna go full DEI, fine, but guess what? Your investors are gonna fucking sue you, okay? You've been lying to your fucking investors this whole time, and if this shit don't sell, not only are you going to be out of a job, you're going to be owing money. And you know what? You put yourself there. You wasted all these developers' time with your bullshit. See, this is what happens when you have 20k developers. 20k developers. Does anybody want 20k people showing up at your house for a fucking party? No. 10 people at max. Maybe 8. Why the fuck? I firmly believe 200 developers is enough. Maybe even 100. But I see so many of these indie developers that it's just one dude or one kid, and they make a cool, awesome 4-hour game. Unfucking-believable. We got half of the team working on Assassin's Creed Shadows are veterans that are lazy, and the other half are people that are brand new, and they're being thrown to the wolves, I should say. Which is sad, because, oh shit, this is my first AAA game. Well, here you go, kid. And I'm like, I don't know what to fucking do. It's pretty sad. It's pretty sad. I watched the game. I watched about 12 hours of the game, give or take, and I saw all I needed to see. Poor dialogue, horrible fucking dialogue. I'll show you in a minute. The gameplay is downright fucking mundane. The way you navigate through the game or progress through the game is with a scouting sort of like progression system, where you scout around and you try to figure out information for your next hit. Your next, basically it's Hitman on Wish.com. That's what it is. I apologize for that. OBS Studios just went crazy. That's just how it is, but we're back. How's everybody doing? It's good to see you. Let's start right back. So, before we move on, if you enjoy Assassin's Creed Shadows, I think that's amazing. You have something fun to, just have a sense of escapism. That's great. I think more power to you. There is a majority of people that are upset about the game, but I still think that people, if they got their $70 worth, then they got their $70 worth. So more power to you. We only got so long in this life. My thing is, if you're going to be a AAA game, this is my philosophy on most video games. If you're an indie developer that has a 15 to 20 to $30 game, awesome, cool. I would like to try your game. I'll try it out. Cool. Now, if you're a AAA developer and you come up to me with a $70 plus game and you add microtransactions and you add a battle pass and you add dailies and weeklies to a single player game, then I'm gonna say I better get my fucking money's worth. This is the prime concern that we're having. This whole thing with fighting Cowboy and people getting upset with people that have different opinions than them, it's really important for their voices to be heard. Because a lot of you, especially people that are tied with some of these studios like Capcom, that's you fighting Cowboy, like Hideo Kojima Studios, all these other places. We're talking about attached to BioWare. We're talking you're attached to like other different games like Square Enix. When we see that you guys are getting all these special privileges and then you get mad at us, the normal people that don't have that much money, and we get upset over the game, then we're gonna look at you funny. Because you streamers and YouTubers, especially me, we're all just fucking glorified fucking beggars. Okay? So slow the fuck down with calling people names and shit. Alright? That's your audience. They can be gone just like that. But we have to realize that it is really upsetting that I want Japan to look at Assassin's Creed Shadows just like they did with Ghost of Tsushima. Just like that game. But now, we got the Diet looking in on Assassin's Creed Shadows because there were a few things that needed to be addressed, such as breaking a shrine that is tied to people's houses, tied to people's families, you know, actual descendants. So that sort of thing is kind of funny because all they needed to do was extend an olive branch and do a couple of notes and say, hey, we're gonna put your family's lineage and shrine in this game. Is this gonna be okay? This game is gonna be serious or not serious. There's certain contracts that you have to do when you are trying to portray certain things. Not everything, not everything, but certain things. I think with the Japanese Diet, they're touching on these certain things because of vandalism. Because people have been coming from America to Japan and they've been fucking around in Japan, but they're about to find out. Okay, they're about to find out. They fucked around and they found out. So Japan right now is basically on high alert for any sort of bullshit. Also, did you know that Japan is having a hard time with their anime being sent over to the States and stuff like that because of certain censorship and shit, and they're going to cancel their visas because they want certain things in anime to be censored and shit? Yeah, stuff that we all like in our anime, you know, that sort of thing. So Japan right now is getting really, I think this is why the Diet came over to the White House to see Trump, to have certain conversations. Okay? It's getting to the point where Japan's just like, well, hold up now. Hold up now. We've had a good thing coming, and you're gonna come over to our place and disgrace us? Fuck that shit. So I get it that Japan would be like this, according to Assassin's Creed Shadows, because they're looking at it and they're just like, okay, so more bullshit from Western studios, and they're just gonna shit all over my family's shrine and shit. I get that. I completely get that. Also, the fact that they've been taking certain flags and stuff like that without people's consent. Somebody in Japan was just like, isn't that our flag? And then they saw it in the game and they were like, did you have permission to just copy our flag? These are the kind of things that is really, really, really damaging. If you're going to portray Japan, why don't you show respect to Japan? That's it. It's that simple. That's all. So when I see people and they're just like, it's just a game, bro, it's more than that. If it's just a game, then why the fuck are we playing them? Huh? If it's just a game, then why are we playing them? We're spending $70+ on games that it's just a game? Help me understand why, oh, guys, oh, you guys wouldn't, it's not even that deep, bro. It's just a game. Tell me this. If there was an Assassin's Creed and it took us to actual Africa, not Origins, not Origins, that don't count, Africa, you would want your main character to be black, be it male or female, have a little bit of history there. But if that character came out to be Asian or white, now all of a sudden people start talking. So we have to have, if we're gonna have this whole it's just a game sort of feeling, we might as well come correct on all fronts. Each Assassin's Creed game had a character that was tied to that world, that timeline, that universe. So out of all of the famous Japanese swordsmen, or not even the Japanese swordsman, it could have been a descendant that's just made up from all the Japanese swordsmen around. It could have been just a made up Japanese character. But they were from that era of the Sengoku period. And it would have been fine. As a matter of fact, we already heard the original story on Assassin's Creed Shadows, but it's actually been quickly changed. I guess that's why the game delayed, because they had to scrape away the cool story, and then they just sprinkled some gay shit on that game. So now we got ourselves a story that is broken and brittle, that is poorly made, poor stealth, which is really bad because when it comes to Assassin's Creed Shadows, you're gonna need to what? Assassinate. So if that is not done well, then what the fuck? I'm already I'll show you right now. I'll show you right now. No, stay right there. Stay right fucking there. Hold up. You wanna see the stealth? Alright, let's go. Alright. Guys, you're gonna have to calm down. I'm gonna turn you off real quick. No. Let's go. Let's check out the game on the highest difficulty. The stealth. He's on expert difficulty. By the way, when there's difficulty tuning like this, I'm gonna think your game is made for babies. Why don't you just make the game difficult right off the bat? I guess with Assassin's Creed, it's always going to have this. But I think if you're going to make a game, you should have just easy, normal, and hard. All this little tweaking where it's like, oh shit, you can turn on and off assassinations. And I'm like, why don't you just leave them on? Of course I want to assassinate. What the fuck? Or stealth difficulty. Well, what the fuck does that even mean? The hell does that even mean? Why don't you just... Why do we have to tune the game? Just have a good stealth system. Anyway, I just... Does anybody want a easy, normal, and hard difficulty on Elden Ring? Or little difficulty tunings where you get 2 times the damage right down here or something? Anybody want that on Elden Ring? Nah, I didn't fucking think so. That's crazy. Oh, he's coming. He's coming. Oh, he almost got him. He almost got him. He's coming around though. He's coming around though. Hold on, he's coming. Oh, almost got him. You gotta go around though. You gotta go around. You know how it is.
Stole that, or else.
No.
How dare you? Won't.
Oh, get her right there. Get her right there. Ooh, go around, go around. Oh, you lost her? Hold on, she might be on the other side.
I'm not leaving.
Oh, she's gone, bro. She's gone. Oh, you almost found her. Oh, there she is. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there.
You have much to answer for.
So when I saw this, I was like, yeah, that's not for me. Yeah, that's not for me. Now, in regards to the dialogue, oh no, we're gonna keep on going. Oh, I got more. No, we're gonna keep on going. Since it's just a game, bro. It's just your $70, bro. Just play the game, bro. Nah, we're kind of in this, we're in this accountability era where we want to hold these sort of developers to be accountable for games that don't fucking work, that feed off of DEI initiatives, you know, where they use black people and Japanese people at the same time. You know, it's like, hey, let's throw a black person in there. They don't get any spotlight. And I'm like, then why don't you make an Assassin's Creed Africa? I would, but we might not be here next year. Ah, that's fair. Let's check out the dialogue. This is Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
Thank you.
I love this bitch, by the way. She's fucking hot.
What can you tell us about Crawford Starrick?
I suppose the council desires news.
London must be freed to provide a better future for all of its citizens.
Well, thank goodness the council saw reason and sent you to aid us.
Yes. Thank goodness.
Unfortunately, I am the bearer of bad news.
I've always thought of myself as a gang leader. Firm, but fair. Huh. Well, I have uniforms. And I'll unite a mix of disenfranchised outsiders under one name. That's it, Evie. We can rally them to our side.
Look at these awesome animations.
The way that you rallied those card players at the Oakbrook Tavern into the river.
Oh, that was different. They beat me at whist. I can see it now. We'll call ourselves the Rooks.
You were never good at chess either.
Have you got a better plan?
Find the piece of Eden.
Oh.
Well, let me show you the lay of the land. Shall we?
Look at the animations. Look at the dialogue. Awesome. Great. Let's continue. Let's check out Assassin's Creed Shadows, animations, and dialogue. No, because we're bullshitting, I guess. We're just a bunch of fucking weirdos that can't count to 10, right? All right, let's keep going. You want to tell me why the door moved but her hand didn't? Okay.
Junjiro, Sorin.
My apologies for our unannounced arrival.
I've come to stay with you.
What?
What?
I had thought I was doing some good by staying at Maki no Odera. But your fiery spirit showed me that, in truth, I was hiding, sinking my roots too deep in the mountain soil.
But where will you go? What will you do? My home is your home, Junjiro. Wherever that is.
Really?
I'll take care of him.
Yatta!
So we're taking in strays now, are we?
You were the one who said we needed allies. Think of Junjiro as our first recruit.
Don't touch that.
Sorry.
You are a
The only animation I got out of that was the kid jumping and then running. Fat little kid could run. Let's check out Assassin's Creed Black Flag's animation and voice acting. Let's go. No, let's keep going.
Your eye. In prison, I heard stories of the infamous Anne Bonny and Mary Read taking on the King's Navy together. Just the pair of you.
It's all true. Anne would have won that day if Jack and his lads weren't passed out in the hold from drink. I don't. Everyone's gone, aren't they? Mary, Raccoon. Do you fear that too? All empty inside.
I do. Devil curse me. I do.
She is my daughter.
Back to Assassin's Creed Shadows. Let's go. Check out that animation and let's check out that voice acting. Let's go, because it's poetry in motion, baby. Check it out.
Is she not eaten? Was he not attacked? We had defense enough. Now I did not do as she was told.
You tell me to stay with Matsu, I stay with Matsu. Momochi-san you tells me to defend Iga, I defend Iga.
Now.
I do what I am told. I have never done anything less.
She's not worth it. Go! Go!
And stay out of Iga!
I'll give you one more line from a different video game, but it's gonna hurt your soul. Let's go. Look at this setting.
He ordered you to kill me. The ghost was an outlaw. He taught our people to defy their leaders, to defend themselves. With poison, a gift you gave to our enemy. I had to stop you from throwing away our people's lives. You have no honor, and you are a slave to it. You are my son. Now I must continue the line of Shimura without you. I must start a new family. And my head is the cost.
Look at this. The emotions there, you know he's about to cry. They changed the way his eyes looked because I could tell like the redness in his eyes. He has this tired / I'm about to cry, but I'm a fucking samurai and I gotta do what I gotta do. But also the setting is beautiful in the animations with the voice and the jawline and the lips, the way they move. Awesome.
Taking it is my punishment.
He even has that look. Jin Sakai even has this look like...
Is my punishment.
You just saw him, he was just teary-eyed, and Jin's given this look like, oh shit, we're really gonna do this. And he's already tearing up.
Our final day together. It is beautiful.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And here's the thing that I'm trying to say. Some people are saying Ghost of Tsushima kind of ruined Shadows for me. Nigga. No, they didn't. No, they fucking didn't. If you want to buy one good game and one game that's slop, go ahead and do you, boo-boo. Because when I see a good game, I know what I'm getting. But when, for some odd reason, you motherfuckers out here like to buy video games like they're a box of cigarettes. Like, you know it's bad. But, you know, if you don't like it, don't buy it. This is the shit that I'm talking about right here. The games are getting more expensive, and developers like Ubisoft, did you know that Ubisoft has a microtransactions leader or something like that? Some sort of person that focuses solely on microtransactions? Yeah, that's cool. That's awesome. I don't know if he's going to be around for much longer because he's going to need to look for a job. They're not going to last this year. What I'm trying to say is Baldur's Gate 3, say what you want about Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, but Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, this game, all these games that have been delivering for the player. Why buy this? What, just lackadaisically just spend more money, and then when GTA comes out for $100, when GTA comes out for $100, and then all the developers are like, oh, we're doing $100 now? You know what? We should do that. Let's see if Fightin' Cowboy has this same conversation when games start to be more expensive. Let's see that. No. Let's see that. Because people are like, well, why don't we just talk about the microtransactions? We already know about the microtransactions, okay? I don't like this level of goal posting that people like to do when it pertains to things that are actually an issue. Assassin's Creed Shadows, the developers should have known that they should have respected the player and done something, well, whatever story that they had before this, that is something that they should have focused on, and that is what should have came out. But this is the game that we got, and they're still like, you know what, $70+, also microtransactions, and also daily and weeklies on a battle pass for a single player game. That's what you got today. And then people are just like, why don't you just eat it, or eat the slop, or don't? And I'm just like, well, nigga, that's exactly what we're doing. That's exactly what we're doing. Ain't nobody buying this fucking game. It's the weekend and people have a fucking day off right now. Primarily, people are available on the weekend, right? So where are the fucking numbers at? Why aren't you making Veilguard numbers? That is fucking crazy. I never thought I would say that. Why aren't you making Veilguard numbers? That's the funny shit. You spent almost $300 fucking million on this fucking game that you delayed. And you're looking at us and saying $70+, buy it or don't. Fuck you. We deserve better. We fucking deserve better. Hell, even some of the devs deserve better. Wasting our fucking time. It's like, I just want to play Assassin's Creed Shadows. Nigga, then play Assassin's Creed Shadows. Let's talk about, these, what Fightin' Cowboy was talking about. Let's see what he was saying. Since, he was having a little bit of a melty melt. Apparently some people in his chat were talking about Yasuke, and that's what he had to say.
I don't give a fuck what your opinion is of this game. I don't care. Your opinion is worthless to me. The quality of health of my morning shit had a bigger impact on my thought process today than you being upset that there's a black guy in Assassin's Creed. So shut the fuck up. All right? We're not doing this shit. It's a fucking video game. If you are upset that there's a black guy in a video game, fuck off. I don't want you.
We're not upset that there's a black guy in the fucking video game. We're upset that there's not a Japanese person in the video game. We're upset that we got low quality slop as an Assassin's Creed game. A lot of Assassin's Creed fans deserve better. Normal fans deserve better. If you're spending money on a game that's almost $100, people deserve better. Absolutely. Oh, and before people start to point out Neo, where Yasuke was in Neo, that was a fucking side character. Okay? That was a fucking side character in a fantasy world. He came, he was on your side for a little bit, you can even fight him, and then that was it. We're focused on this historically accurate game that they said, and they gave us this game. They said, you know what? We see all these Japanese people with amazing like stories and like awesome sort of, you know, mythos and all this great stuff. But let's focus on the Negro. Yeah, let's focus on the Negro. Yeah, let's do that. It's like, oh yeah, but he was in there. Yeah, he was. I'm gonna let you know, Yasuke was in there as a fucking slave. You want to know how I know Yasuke was a fucking slave and not a samurai? Let's see what happens when Yasuke tries to leave Nobunaga Oda. Let's just see that. What happens if Yasuke just up and leaves after Oda Nobunaga just bought Yasuke with actual real money, and then Yasuke could just leave? Is he free? Is he a samurai? No, I'm just curious. What would happen if Yasuke just said, alright, cool, you bought me. Peace, dog, I'm out. That ain't gonna fucking happen. This is what happened. Oda Nobunaga bought Yasuke, thought his skin was cool, thought his height was cool, and was like, bro, what if we put some armor on him? This is literally Oda Nobunaga being a fucking meme right now. He's just trolling this black guy, and it fucking sucks. But he is trolling this black guy. Why is it that he wasn't put on a record, which, if you knew Japanese, you know, lore, that in order for you to be a samurai, you have to be put on record. But for some odd reason, he wasn't put on record as a samurai, which is very, very important to, you know, those documents are really important. But let's just throw that fucking shit away. You know what? You know, I'm going to say something really offensive. You know what Oda Nobunaga was basically doing to Yasuke? This is going to hurt somebody's feelings. It's equivalent to that one video that's like 30 seconds of those African dudes giving that monkey an AK-47. Bro, what if we put a hat and a gun on him? Bro, and then the monkey's shooting the gun and they're like running away and shit. That's the equivalent of it. It's fucking messed up, but that's literally what it is. They're just like, bro, I never had one of these before. That's what it is. Because why couldn't Yasuke just leave? It's because he would have been killed outright or caught right on back. Hell, they even took another step. After Oda Nobunaga killed himself, guess what Mitsuhide and the Portuguese did? They didn't even fucking kill the dude. They said, you know what they said? You know what they said? They said he was not even worth killing. So they packed him up, made him a slave, and then put him right back on the boat. They said, bro, this guy's a nobody. We're not going to kill him. Just send him on back. Can I get some money out of it? That's what it is. It sucks because he was only there for like a short amount of time. You're not going to become a samurai in such a short amount of time. That's just how that shit works. So when we saw that they were like, you know what? Why focus on the Japanese people when we could put a female fat sumo wrestler in the game? Because that's in the game as well. That's what we want to see. I'm pretty sure the Japanese people are going to like that. All the famous sumo wrestlers back in the day, and they were like, put a fat bitch in it. That's what we want to see. Yeah. We want to see non-binary, like, you know what I want in my game? I want 3 gay options of romances and 1 romance that's straight, and it's literally me fucking my own boss's sister, and then you don't even get to see the titty. You don't even get to see the titty. If you are gonna risk your life and fuck one of Oda Nobunaga's family members, you could at least give a man a 1 titty. You got faded to black. That's what people do when they're lazy. Why show people kissing? Why show people rummaging around on each other? That's gonna... You think the team has animation skills for that shit? Nah, man. Just raise the screen up and then fade to black, and then your character's just gonna wake up in a fucking barn with their pants down, and for some odd reason there's a goat right over there with cum stains on his lip, and you're just like, who the fuck touched me? Anyway,
here, I don't care. Stop. I'm not doing this fucking argument. Every goddamn game these days. Oh, it's woke. Oh, there's a black guy. Oh.
Not every game. It's not every game. It's every game that you're... listen, I've seen your games, Fighting Cowboy. It's not every fucking game. It's not. A lot of these indie games are actually showing real promise. Hell, even Jeff Keighley is saying that. He's actually saying, you know what? There's no good games. For some odd reason, indie games are doing great. That's great. Why is that? Why would Jeff Keighley say something like that? Where he's saying, oh, there's a bunch of AAA games that are, that are not really all that good. But for some odd reason, all these indie games and AA games are doing great. Well, that's cool. He said that during the Summer Game Fest or something like that. Why did he say that? Maybe it's because the people have spoken and they've said, you know what? I don't really want to play games with messaging and shit. This disingenuous bullshit that Fighting Cowboy and the rest of y'all do, it really doesn't matter to me, because it's just you coming off with all your feelings and shit. If you don't want these people to be in your shit, then just time them out or ban them. You don't have to fucking... It's like, some of y'all are like, it really needed to be said. Nah, nigga. I think gamers should speak out. I think it's great. Even if you agree or disagree, I think it's great that somebody around here has a difference of an opinion than mine, and I'm cool with that. See, this is why Fighting Cowboy has 1 million followers, but barely has 1,000 viewers on his fucking stream. What, he's got like 929 right at the bottom right here? See, how does that fucking make any sense? How come you got more followers and not many people watching you? Maybe it's because people like Asmongold, because when somebody disagrees with Asmongold, he pulls them out and says, go ahead, explain, give me your point of view. He does that all the time. Every time when somebody disagrees with Asmongold, he says, okay, then lay it out for me. Tell me what it is. But when you spurg out like this, like you need your diaper changed or something like this, you ain't gonna get any fucking viewers on this shit. You'll get a little people, but they're not gonna really watch you. You're gonna get a couple of followers, but less viewers.
Oh, there's a trans person. Shut the fuck up. Either play the game or go the fuck outside, bro. It's not that hard. God damn. I've been on this earth 37 fucking years. When I was a kid, guess what? If a game came out and I didn't want to get involved with it, I didn't fucking play with it. I didn't go on the internet and cry like an entitled little child. Wah, 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 wah.
Well, most of your life you really didn't have the internet. If you're 37 years old, I'm 38 years old. Most of the time we didn't really have the internet. But now that we do have the internet, we have some positive and negatives with the internet now. We do have some negatives, but we do have some awesome positives with the internet, and that being that other people have different opinions than you. So when you go on the internet or Twitter or Blue Sky or whatever the fuck you have, and you go on the internet and you just realize, holy shit, people disagree with me? Oh, hell no. I've been on this world for 37 years, and back in the day, I never thought that there were people that disagree with me. Well, now that we're in the age of information, not everybody, surprise, surprise, if you look under the hood, not everybody agrees with you. That's just the way the world works. The only people that I don't even spurg out on my own chat. Fuck no, I don't spurg out my own chat. I say one snarky comment and then I ban that person. The last person that I banned was saying something like, he's like, yeah, I like big black dick. And I was like, that's cool, but it ain't here right now. So he's like, that's cool, but season's closed. I just banned that person. Yeah, I don't need to have a fight. There was one other person that was like, I really want to say the N-word. And I'm like, I really want to hit the ban button. And then that's it. There's no fighting with my audience. And then when there's somebody that I disagree with in my chat, we have a discussion. But I don't get on here and be like, yo, my shit has more importance than you. Thank you for the subs. I'm a glorified beggar on the internet. Chat, I care about you, but my shit I care more about, by the way. Chat, I care about you, but I mean, you pay my bills, but my shit matters more than you. My literal shit that I made this morning. I care more about that. Now, he had a video, and we're going to check that out. We're gonna check that out on regards to what he says. I don't know why he has to look like Wolverine every day, but okay.
What is happening, y'all? So, we're going to have a bit of a different stream today. Just got some lunch. But things have been pretty spicy since the Assassin's Creed.
Men shouldn't... if you're a man, don't say spicy. That's fucking gay. Alright? Just say, like, it's been crazy. Let's fuck over here talking about, like... That's what girls say. It's getting a little spicy up in here.
Stream and your typical... Well, first and foremost, let me say there has been a huge amount of support and people in agreement. And really appreciate that. It's nice to know I'm not the only one who is tired of all this bullshit. But then, you know, your typical grifters went and picked the story up.
You don't even,
now there's all...
You don't even know what the fuck that word means. I don't even know what the fuck that word even means. What the fuck do you mean? Grift? You mean people that disagree with you? Why don't you... If you find yourself in such a disgruntled, you want to put a 30-minute video out. If you want to put a 30-minute video out, why don't you do this? If you want to have this sort of... Because people disagree with you, correct? See, this is what you motherfuckers always like to fucking do. Is where you're like, these people that I fucking disagree with, a bunch of rage baiters, blah, 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 me, blah, 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 me. Why don't you just come up to people and just say, why are you like this? Why do you have this opinion, but I don't have this opinion? Tell me what's up.
All sorts of dumb made-up bullshit floating around, so I figured, let's do a stream, let's discuss, let's make it a, I mean, hell, we can make it an open invitation for anyone that actually wants to try and stand on business instead of making up little bullshit to help get their viewers angry.
Isn't that what you just did? Continue. Stand on business. The fuck are you talking about?
But regardless, let's talk. Let's talk about what happened.
So,
now, for those that were not here the other day, we were playing Assassin's Creed Shadows. And at the part of the stream we were at, Yasuke was on screen. Now, for those that don't know, Yasuke is a historical figure in Japanese history. He was brought over by the Portuguese and then taken by Nobunaga. Now, there's obviously a lot of iffy records about what happened back then. Some people say he was a retainer. Some people say he was raised up to a samurai. Regardless, I'm not here to talk about that, okay? That's...
What do you mean you're not here to talk about that? That's literally what we're here about. You just heard some people talk about black guy. Isn't that what we're here for? What about Thomas Lockley, the person that was responsible for deviating with the actual history of the Japanese history and twisted it for Ubisoft so that they can get some DEI brownie points? What are we going to talk about that? Why don't we just talk about history first? Why don't you just talk to the people and say, hey, why are you upset that there's a black guy in there? And then you'll be surprised to hear that they're not upset about the black guy. You want to know why we weren't upset about the black guy in Neo 2? Because he was just a side character, and it was a fantasy world. It was a fantasy. You played a white dude coming from England. You literally have a Neo 2 poster in the back behind you, but this is actually, he showed up in the second game too, Neo 1 and 2. But Yasuke was in it, and it wasn't any damn thing. He was just part of it. But here's the awesome thing about this, is that Neo is pertaining to fantasy when it comes to yokais, demons, monsters, all these sort of things. And then you see a character that's famous, you see another character that's famous, and you see all these cool characters in Japanese lore and Japanese history, and that's cool. That's awesome. Hell, you even have an ability to summon a giant frog like Naruto. It's all fantasy, but when the game comes out and they're just like, this is Assassin's Creed. Oh, we know what you do for Assassin's Creed, so what are the characters gonna be? A black guy. Why a black guy? Out of all the characters in Japanese mythos, why a black guy? That's what we're upset about. Because we feel like Japanese people deserve to have their own slice of Assassin's Creed vibe, just like everybody else did. Just like Connor was Assassin's Creed 3, that was a Native American.
That's beyond the point. Because
Why?
Assassin's Creed has always been historical fiction. Okay?
Yeah, we know that. We know that there's not some random motherfucker going around jumping off rooftops, landing in hay, and surviving. But we know what they've done through over all of the Assassin's Creed games. They've kept it a stack with each character. And everybody has said, can't wait for a Japanese one. That's gonna be cool. Who are we gonna play? When I saw Assassin's Creed Shadows, I had 10 different characters in my head. I thought of Hanzo Hattori, I thought of Mitsuhide, I thought of all these characters in the Sengoku background, and they said, nigga.
We never actually punched a pope. We never actually fucking had fly.
Jesus Christ, bro. That's not what we're tying to this for. We know that they make deviations to the game. We know that there's not some random character assassinating in each game. Just keep going. Just keep going. He's fucking beating around the fucking bush. All right? Just like the bush on his arms.
Flying machines. That shouldn't be an issue. But so we have people in stream. There were two comments in particular that popped up. We had, I guess this is the new 2K, and then better make sure the black guy doesn't pull out the Glock.
Yo! Mod him! VIP him! Yo! That's what I'm talking about, bro. You banned those two? Oh my gosh, you're such a fucking sissy boy. Those were the comments? What a little bitch. I thought it was gonna be like, why are there Negroes in the game? I thought it was gonna be something like that he was gonna ban them for, but it's literally people making racist jokes. But I guess you can't have dark humor on Fightin' Cowboys channel. That's all you need to do in Fightin' Cowboys channel is be like, wow, cool, awesome, hi Fightin' Cowboy, you're cool, great, awesome. I disagree, Fightin' Cowboy, banned. That's how it is. The dick riding people can stay, But as soon as anybody deviates away from that, they're just like, see, this is why I can't stand the internet. Fuck out of here.
Both those people got timed out. And then we had
they
other
got timed
comments that I'm not going to repeat. There's some comments that I have pinned on Blue Sky that were just outright racism. Like,
okay, all right, that's fair.
Like just slurs. And those, thankfully, those get held. Those don't even make it into chat because we got filters. And if you somehow are like, no, nobody could be making slurs.
That's possible. No, he's right. That's possible. But I would like to let all of you know that those are the minority. Those sorts of people are just garbage human beings that delve away from what we're actually trying to say. That's the kind of people that hang out with Yorch and all these other fucking weirdos. You're gonna get the occasional people that are just like, I can't have no black guy dating a white woman because she's gonna be, oh shit, white women with black guy, she's ruined. You're gonna get those. If you want to ban them, ban them. But they are not the majority. They are not the majority of people that don't want to play this game. I tell you that much.
About Assassin's Creed, like, bro, go on Twitter, look up Assassin's Creed Shadows and type the slur of your choice into that search bar and you will see what I'm talking about. So,
but the racist jokes I kind of like. Some of the racist jokes are kind of funny. That's how I roll. I'm sorry. If he's gonna be a little bitch boy over humor that's kind of funny, that's fine. But if there's people that are just being straight up downright racist, okay, that's fair.
In that moment, we were playing the game, and we weren't even playing yet. We were basically
it can't be
in an
helped.
Opening cutscene, and we had people that were upset specifically about the existence of a black guy in a Japanese setting. This had nothing to do with Ubisoft's microtransactions, had nothing to do with optimization.
Stop goal posting. Stop being a little bitch boy and stop goal posting. What are you trying to do here? Obviously, they're upset because they use DEI initiative. Everybody knows about DEI. Everybody knows how fucking French people, you know, not all French people. Okay, I'm making a racist joke now. We know how these fucking Frenchmen roll in Ubisoft. Okay? Of course they would be slimy enough to not put Japanese characters as the main protagonists as the in this Japanese game. And then they were just like, oh, just, you know, just, we're doing it for you, Mr. Black Man. If you're like me and you're black, or if you're any sort of minority, are you like me and you know somebody's fucking trying to white knight or bullshit you into white knighting or virtue signal? They're just like, they turn on the hip hop while I'm in an Uber car and I'm just like, nigga, I don't like hip hop. That's basically what it is. It's like, hey, where are you going? I'm heading to the airport. Gotcha. Want some tunes? Yo, 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 son. Yo, yo. And I'm like, nah, you could put it to classical music or you could just turn it off. That's what I'm talking about. You don't have to put a black character in it. You could just let the Japanese... This is what you need to do because apparently you guys are just so far gone in Ubisoft. You make a character, you put a setting, and you're like, you know what's funny? For some odd reason, Assassin's Creed Odyssey had 2 white characters in Greek, and then Valhalla came out, and there was 2 white people that you could play as. And then as soon as you went into Japan, you were just like Moco Coco Latte. Interracial BBC for some odd reason. And I was just like, what the fuck? You know what would have been cool if you played a Japanese character and the side character Yasuke joined you in a fight, and meanwhile you're like a fucking ninja using like ninja tactics, meanwhile Yasuke is throwing Japanese people around. By the way, I'm not upset about Yasuke beating up and killing people in Japan. He most likely did that in history, so I don't know why people are getting peeved about that shit. I don't give a fuck if Yasuke is beating up Japanese people. He was a bodyguard. That's probably what he did in history. Suck the fuck up. Suck it up. But as a side character, he would have been cool. He would have been really cool. But we didn't get that. We didn't get that authentic Ghost of Tsushima vibe. I saw Assassin's Creed Shadows and I was just like, time to play Ghost of Tsushima again.
Had nothing to do with the setting. It was simply black dude in a Japanese game.
It's not, but
and
okay.
We called that out. We said, get the fuck out. If you don't like it here, fucking leave. Everyone is tired of listening to this shit. Get the fuck out. And then, of course, your typical grifters that like to make up bullshit. You know, oh, woke leftist cowboy is, I don't know, shilling for Ubisoft and blah, blah, blah. Because no.
Oh, well, let's be honest. You do shill, okay? All right? You probably had a promotion for Assassin's Creed Shadows like you got for Dragon's Dogma 2 or maybe Monster Hunter, okay? That's what you do. You don't go on Monster Hunter Wilds like you do. He does. You do, Fighting Cowboy. What can you not do when you're doing a promotion? Depending on that contract, if you say at the beginning of the contract, okay, I'll promote your game, but I can say whatever I want. And if they say, no, you can't say whatever you want, and you come out and this game is 10 out of 10. That's the shit that we don't fucking like. That's the shit we're talking about. You've been shilling for multiple companies. You've been sucking the cock of multiple companies. So when you do a promotion for them, you don't say anything bad about them. Depending on the contract, of course. But as soon as you're done with the contract, you come back to it, and you're just like, I really wish they worked on this and that. And I'm like, nigga, why didn't you say that at the fucking beginning? Oh, that's right, you were paid. That's just how it fucking is. Depending on your contract, of course.
None of them actually have a point to stand on. They're all little, you know.
Well, why didn't you ask them? Why didn't you have a conversation with them? I'm just serious. I bet there was a few people in there that were like, I really wish, like he just said, I really wish that it wasn't like a black character. I wish it was a Japanese character. And you could have had a conversation with that person, just like Asmongold did. But you don't do that. And that's why your viewers numbers are going to stay the same. That's why. Anybody that disagrees or anything, throw them out. Conversations, why? Why negative, toxic positivity bullshit? Fucking, I can't stand.
No, weak-willed men that like to hide behind avatars or made-up names, and they don't actually stand on business. They don't. They probably don't stand at all. I can't imagine most of these people are active. They probably don't go to the gym. They probably don't work out. They probably just sit inside all day and hide. But that's...
Nigga, you're fat. Alright? I don't know what you mean by workout. You sit at home all day. You probably do work out. You probably do. But you ain't getting that much, son. Okay? You have a family? That's great. You have kids? That's great. But you working out? That's cool. But I can smell the beer belly from here, okay? I can smell the IPA from here. Alright, so it ain't about muscles. It ain't about anything. If this is just a video where you're like, I hate it all, and I'll never listen to any of them that disagree with me, then I guess that's this video. I guess that's this video. But if you came out as a video and you were just like, hey guys, I know you saw that video, I was kind of going crazy a little bit, I want to apologize. Some of the people I did have to ban, but some of the people I did want to hear about. But let me know down below why certain things are the way they are. I would like to reach you 50-50 and go from there. That would have been a completely different story. See, this is the funny thing. Your muscles don't fucking matter because Henry Cavill can probably agree with most of these gamers that you disagree with. Henry Cavill looks better than you. Henry Cavill has more muscle than you. Henry Cavill stands on business more than you. And he can, just like he did with the whole Warhammer thing, because he had to handle business like you fucking said. Alright? And so, when he's handling business with Amazon on Warhammer 40k, that's why it took that long, they had to reach an agreement and say, hey, let's stick to the fantasy, let's stick to the lore, let's stick to this, let's, just like the whole thing with Witcher. Just like the whole thing with Witcher, that's why he fucking left. So, you could have all the muscle you want, but at the end of the day, you look like Wolverine from Wish.com. Alright? You ain't getting no, you ain't getting no Phoenix, okay? She's staying with Cyclops.
It's beyond the point, okay? Let's give the grifters a break for a second.
Uh-huh. Yeah, more words.
So what actually
Internet words, let's go.
Is we had people that were upset about a black guy on the screen.
Yeah, we heard that.
And they were called out.
Okay, we heard that.
Called out live.
Yeah, you said that
needs to
already.
happen more.
Okay.
Now, why did I get so fucking angry? Let's talk about it. Because, bro, it's obnoxious. It's obnoxious. I mean, like, for real, let's talk about the last year in gaming.
Last year, what's up?
Fucking Stellar Blade drama. Because there was...
Bro, at least we can reach there with the Stellar Blade drama. He's right. Because, like, the Access Media was fucking saying, like, why are people so broad-brain addled? Like, okay, I can agree with him on this one, on the whole Stellar Blade drama. Because, you know, we like beautiful women in video games, and then Access Media is like, we don't understand this. This is so like 2006. Yes, I can agree with that. We all fucking hated how the Access Media were saying that shit. Like, we all want beautiful women in video games. We hated that shit.
Was a titty window added. Oh, they're censoring. They're taking away the gooning.
We almost had them. We almost had an agreement. But this motherfucker was talking about the censoring of that one costume in Stellar Blade. Let me tell you this, chat. The developers said that we're gonna have the game come out uncensored, and then they came out with a costume that they censored up. It is true, they censored that shit up. But then the developers came back with an update, uncensored that costume, and also gave people additional free costumes for Eve in Stellar Blade. That's what the developers said. Hey, you said we were gonna have things uncensored. Oh, you're totally right. Let's update that, let's change the costume, and then let's give you some free costumes on the side. Awesome, cool. Glad we're cool. And then this guy's just like, they're upset about the thing that they literally said that they were gonna be offered. The developers literally said we're gonna have the game uncensored. Yeah, continue.
Elden Ring.
Continue with your lie.
Drama. Because, oh, they hid it behind a boss. They hid it behind a fucking boss, and it's too expensive. Fucking, let me actually, I could probably come up with drama for every fucking game we had, I bet. Let me pull up a playlist of the last year.
He's not remembering all of them, so he's gonna pull it up. Hurry up. Hurry up.
For 2, people were upset just because the fact that it was a Ukrainian studio, so that got a bunch.
Nobody gave a fuck about the fact that they were a Ukrainian studio. We don't know who the fuck that was that said the Ukrainian studio. No, we do know. It was Access Media, like the IGNs and all those sort of people, the VGC or VGs. All those Access Media were saying like, oh, they're Ukrainian devs. That was Access Media saying that. We didn't give a fuck whether or not it was Russian or Ukraine. Hell, half of the fucking players didn't even know where the fuck they were at. They were just like, Chernobyl? Isn't that in fucking Egypt? We didn't fucking know. We just thought it was cool. People were speaking... Every time when I play Stalker 2, I'm like, yo, he's speaking Russian. He's like... People were getting upset because no, that's not the language they're speaking. Like, I didn't fucking know. All I knew is that I was in Chernobyl and I was happy. The things that people were upset about with Stalker 2 was the fucking performance. What the fuck are you talking about?
bunch of shit. Dragon Age people were upset that there was a character.
Continue. You're about to talk about Dragon Age when everybody in the fucking world disagrees with Assassin. Everybody doesn't like. Almost everybody doesn't like Veilguard. Do not come at me with, oh, they're upset about nothing. You're we might. No, go back. He just said Veilguard. Now I'm getting mad. Ooh, no. No, he's coming into my house now. He's coming into my house. What does he got to say about Veilguard?
Ukrainian studio, so that got a bunch of shit. Dragon Age people were upset that there was a character who went by they, them in the game, so that got a bunch of shit.
You don't do your research, do you? You just say right there, you don't do your research. You don't do your fucking research. You hear some outcries of people. I don't know where you're not even looking for information. Oh, hell no. I'm not talking to somebody that don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Oh, bro, you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. You don't take 2 fucking seconds to be like, why are you upset about Veilguard? You literally have people that watch you, and all you do is play your game, make a couple of jokes maybe, and then just focus on the game. I bet you don't even focus on your own viewers. That's why you got 1 million followers and like 1,000 viewers. Now I fucking get it. I think Ko has like less followers than you, but way more viewers, because Ko Carnage can actually reach somebody in the middle. Meanwhile, you don't give a fuck about your own information. You ain't gonna look up anything. You just read one thing and then you're like, oh, so that's what it is. You know what this is right here, chat? You know what this is? This person right here that you see before you, this guy right here, this person is basically the one guy that gets all his information on MSNBC. That's who this loser is. That's who he is. That's all. He gets all his information on The View. That's all he is. He doesn't take 2 seconds to not only play the game, but get information from his own audience, and that's all he's doing. Unfucking-leavable. I can understand people like fighting Cowboy. I do. I think when he was playing Dragon's Dogma and Monster Hunter Wilds, that was cool. But if you have an audience fighting Cowboy, listen to them for 2 fucking seconds. That one person back there, the one dude with the anime profile that's just saying, why are Negroes breathing? He's not with us. He's just a fucking radical like most people on the internet. Other people are just saying, hey, we would like it if Assassin's Creed Shadows was mostly depicted on Japanese people so they can have their own moment. And then maybe if we want to focus on Africa, we can have an Assassin's Creed Africa. Hell, when it comes to Assassin's Creed Shadows, keep Yasuke, but have Yasuke along with your main protagonist, and then just, fight the enemy, fight the Templars, find Eden. That's all we were asking for. But not only did we not get that, the fans, but the Japanese people didn't get that either. So, I'm going to end it here. I think I spoke long enough. This is going to be a long video. But if you're a streamer out there, you do know that you're beholden, especially if you're a big one, you're beholden to your audience. You're beholden to them. If they ain't there, you ain't going nowhere. Especially if you're a big streamer. So try to you don't have to do any sort of, you know, deep, you know, sort of relationship, you know, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Starts with a P. You don't have to have a, you know, a deep sort of like, oh, you're all my friends and come to my house. No, you don't have to go that far. Just listen to your audience and be like, why do you say this? When I disagree, but why do you say this? Just reach them in the middle. Don't just get mad at them and then just throw them out. Anyway, that's my video with Assassin's Creed Shadows. That's everything that I want to say on Assassin's Creed Shadows. I really wish that people had, you know, a bigger... See, this game right here, this is Wu Chang. This is the game that I want to play. This is the game that I want to play. Wu Chang, this game I want to play. Alright? I don't want to play Shadows. This is the game I want to play. Alright? There ain't gonna be any historical accuracy, okay? It's just gonna be cheeks and blades. Cheeks and blades. Anyway, thanks guys. That's all I gotta say on Assassin's Creed Shadows. I wish we had more, but we're not gonna get that. I appreciate it. We're gonna go ahead and play some Oblivion, see where that goes. That's the video.